Hi folks, this is a prop video, and it's also a little bit of a shameless plug for a friend of mine, some friends of mine. This hobby, originally you start building sync tube lightsabers, which have gotten, it's maybe because of a TikTok video, it's now like a thing again. And on that note, I kind of want to recommend to people to remember that, design matters and makes it a lot more fun than just whatever can stick together. But we have gone so far as to learn how to make things ourselves, especially stuff that was made for Star Wars films, as opposed to just sourcing industrial scrap. And when episode 1 rolled around, they did hand machine a bunch of lightsabers for that. A small bunch, maybe 4 or 5. And at this point, a few folks on the replica prop forum, I think Dewey did a lot of work, and Anakin Starkiller, I'll put his website down in the description, but they have taken the time with our passion to basically go through the famous episode 1 lightsabers and get each little detail, because they were all hand machined, so each little groove is different. Sometimes just the radius of the groove is different. And not only that, the original things were different layers, like a sushi roll of different parts. There's a core, there's a plastic layer, there's an aluminum layer on top of that. And so they've made hilts very true to the original props. There's the inner aluminum layer, there's the plastic layer, there's the aluminum on the outside, and all of the multiple different pieces that make up, there's 3 or 4 that just make up the emitter plate itself. It's wild. Each of these is a separate piece. It's true to the weight, the heft, the balance of the original prop, because it's made in an almost identical way, which is very cool. The actual found parts, I have these on here. There's an aircraft part, and I think this is a hydraulic fitting, I forget, but there's an aircraft rivet in this prop too, right there. Some LEDs, and that's, that's the thing. So this is their Obi-Wan hilt. These are limited edition runs on the RPF where a bunch of us got together and agreed to help pay for it. And I don't think they have any left. Dan might have some of these left. I don't know for sure. You'll have to check his website and contact him, because the sister showed up today, and I am going to show it to you the way it showed to me. I know you just saw a flash of it there, but this hilt came in styrofoam. Okay. I was like, no, really? That's dramatic. And that's so freaking cool, too. This is my childhood. Even though I, have a passion for the original Star Wars films, episode 1 was when I was a kid. And then, the rest of them were like, yeah, okay, these are cool. But, like I said, it's the last one to have, found parts and just, machine stuff that isn't too, artistic and interesting. But yeah, similar to the Obi-Wan one, this is made, the Qui-Gon is made with the same steps in mind. Modeling the whole thing, having different parts made in the same way they were made for the original hilt. So the balance is the same. Qui-Gon's is a little front heavy, because these have threaded rods running through them. You can see one here. I know this is highly polished. I'm quite amazed. But the rod that runs through, I have a little, wonder what that is. But this is a steel rod that is threaded in, and on the Obi-Wan it runs pretty much all the way down. Is it all the way down? I think it might be to here or something. It's quite a, I think it might go into the pommel. I don't remember. I'm not taking that apart right now. But Qui-Gon's, because he has these grips, And I'll even put my face behind them. There you go. They cut all the way down to here. You're not getting a rod past this. So this rod is only up in this section. And there is a threaded thing to get the pommel on, because as people that build sabers tend to realize, when there's a sleeve, this metal thing can't go that way because this is in the way. And it can't go that way because this is in the way. So one of those two is a separate part. And under investigation, this is not. This is all one piece. So this has to be separate. And it does actually come off. But it has the cover tech knobs, the cell phone clips that were used at the time. Yeah. Wow, guys. Wow. That is bananas. That is absolutely bananas. I am still like shocked. It does have a rubber gasket too. That is also a aircraft part, ironically. Wow. I noticed each of these is a different profile, thickness and profile as well. And there's even like, let's see if I can get like that line. There's a difference in radius right there to right here for the rest of the saber. I had no idea. I knew there was a line there, but I didn't know it was a step. It is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, guys. I mean, I was there when they were modeling it, screening us for different, if other people see stuff that they didn't, they would post some of the model, they would ask about a certain part of the prop, and we would discuss it. So I think most of the Star Wars community that was into this was part of this project, in a way. But they did most of the work. This is crazy. I am still like mesmerized. And I do have, both of these have original aircraft parts. I switched them out. They do come with literally an identical replica of the red button. Like, he has them. Anakin Starkiller has one of mine, I think. Well, it's not mine anymore, but he has one from a valve that I picked up. And he might have, I'm not sure, but the community has access to them, and so they were able to model the exact part. So the replicas are literally nearly identical. The same red anodizing, the same knurling. And the original props didn't have stamping in them. That's hot. Yeah, these have, this one's a little scuffed up, but they've got, let me see if I can see that. And I think this one has a different number stamped into it. There we go. And that happens when it's used for what it's used for. I think the production for Phantom Menace got like unused stock. They were anodized, but they were never stamped for anything. So his replicas are almost even more accurate than these, which is kind of cool. Sometimes I like using vintage parts, even if it's a little wonky. That's just my thing. Yeah, I'm stunned. I also, for the end of this video, I pulled out some really cute. This is one of my old toys when I was a kid. I think you could put an action figure in here, and it like spins, and I think there's a lever to make the action figure do something. But I think this has a little blue blade on it. Isn't that cute? Surprisingly detailed. Like, for a toy, like, where is this? It's this side. Oh my gosh, guys. Like, really? Okay. All right. Cute, isn't it? Our first sync tube lightsaber was a close enough version of this saber. I'm still looking for it. And if I do find it, I'll make a little video for it. But the replica prop form has come a long, long way. So thank you to them. Thank you to us. Thank you to everybody that makes this stuff possible. And it really is a great community. At least this area where we try to learn about the original props and try to make them ourselves. It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. Until next time, thank you, Anakin Starkiller and Dewey and everybody else in the RPF that listened to us and that helped make these possible. That's shiny. How did they do that? They must have a big machine. All right, guys. Take care.